see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Eagles ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times those... All plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
A strike downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ware. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Back to throw, it's French. Got it in the middle, it's Helm. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Lots of running room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Got the quick pass. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've
going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Warner. Throwing right. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. Turning on the Jets. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Wants to throw. It's French. Rushes on him. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe.
Wide open spaces. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's French. Working that left side now. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Dallas. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Gary. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's French. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Back to throw, it's Warner. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the...
Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And a lot of times you see the way people close halves, the way people close games goes so far in determining who wins. Nice execution by this offense late in the first half. Now they're just an extra point away from having the lead going into halftime.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's French. Throws to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Warner. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that goal.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Looking downfield, it's French. Pressure coming. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where you're in.
He's loose. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ware. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's French. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
He wants to throw. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Looking to pass. It's French. Grabbed in the middle. It's held. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. On the defense, shoves him out of bounds at the 2.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the 1st down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
To the air. It's French. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts to save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dallas. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks. taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. The Eagles enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.